Hi, I'm Bill Bickmore with SprinTech. I'm the Chief Technology Officer and the principal inventor of the sonication device, which we're going to test today using a bacterium and to determine if it is effective on that particular bacterium and how long it will take to be sonicated, how many minutes it will take to sonicate to achieve the objective. And we are looking for ultimately plating the bacteria out, and we will then be incubating it and looking for differential counts of that which has been sonicated versus that which has not been sonicated. So I'm going to show you how we go about running this particular test in our engineering lab. The bacterium which we have selected is from the common garden dust, and it is technically known as Bacillus Thuringiensis. It is a toxic material for leaf-eating caterpillars, and so it's applied directly to the vegetables which we eat. It's considered relatively safe. It is in a spore form as it comes to us in this powder. So we'll be taking a small amount of the spore forms of the bacterium out of this powder and be placing it into a serial dilution where we get the counts of the plates down somewhere around 50 to 75 colonies, and then we'll be doing a differential count of both the sonicated and unsonicated. Thuringiensis is not a particularly harmful bacteria, but they do recommend that we take precautions against breathing it. So I shall. Previously, we had prepared 2 dishes for dilution. And in this one we have 150 milliliters of water. In this one we have 100 milliliters of water. We'll begin by our sample. And we'll use our special spoon. And we'll go into there and we'll use a knife to scrape this off level for consistency. Okay, there we go. Now this powder will go into dish number 1 with 150 milliliters of water, such as that. Place this bacteria-loaded material in a magnetic spinner, and we will watch till the material appears to be homogeneous. Then we will prepare a 1000 microliter pipetter. There's 1 milliliter, and now 2 milliliter. Now that's our second dilution. We'll remove this bowl, and now we will place this other bowl on the magnetic stirrer, and we'll get that homogeneous. Take another pipette tip, and we will prepare 2 samples, one of which goes into the sonicator and one which will not. And we will now place that in the first centrifuge tube, and now we will take 1 additional sample. And our samples are complete. And we will take 1 milliliter again out of here. And we'll place this in a trypticase soy agar. And we will now swirl this agar and the bacteria Want to get it evenly dispersed across the plate. The plate is capable of absorbing the moisture and leaving the bacteria behind. This tube will now go to the sonicator. So we'll take it over there and we'll sonicate it. We now have a milliliter of fluid with Bacillus Thuringiensis spores in it, and we're going to now sonicate that sample in the SprinTech sonicator. Now place it to the slot here, and we will set the time here. Push the on button. We see that the sonicator is beginning to sonicate, and then it will be through the sonication cycle. I've now removed this vial from the sonicator, and we've sonicated the same titer of bacterium that we have previously plated out, and we're about to plate this out for comparison. And we will now take the cap off of the petri dish and inject the fluid into it, and now recover the petri dish, and we will now rotate this one around. We'll place both of them in a incubator at 37 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius for a minimum of 12 hours, and then we'll do colony checks. See how our bacterial friends are growing.
Bacillus Thuringiensis samples sonicated in SprinTech's closed sample sonicator for 5, 10, 15, and 20 minutes were incubated for a 12-hour period and compared with samples that were not sonicated. Bacillus Thuringiensis was used as a safe surrogate for Bacillus Anthraces, one of the more challenging pathogens in PCR preparation due to the hardness of its spores. Results after incubation show about 50% mortality in the first 5 minutes of closed sample sonication. That percentage increases with longer sonication periods, resulting in a 93% mortality for samples sonicated for 20 minutes. The mortality curve suggests that just 1 minute of closed sample sonication could produce 30% Bacillus Thuringiensis mortality. These results demonstrate that SprinTech's closed sample sonicator has the potential to significantly decrease the time needed to prepare samples for PCR without the use of chemicals or sonication baths. Furthermore, the closed sample sonicator could replace sonication probes that can result in contamination of PCR samples and laboratories.